Hey everyone, it's Megan and we are back with another Monday Moments with me. This week we are talking all about teaching your kids through action. Alright, welcome back. Like I said, this week's episode is all about teaching our kids through action, whether you're a parent, whether you're an aunt, uncle, grandparent, teacher. All of us have a big impact on the kids that we are around, the kids that we are helping raise, or the kids that we are raising. And I know if you're anything like me or most parents, we feel like we know everything that's best for our kids. And a lot of times it's easier to tell them, talk to them, give them lectures, give them consequences, give them this, give them that, instead of just showing them. We get caught up in the talking aspect of it, and it's a hard transition, a big transition to realize by showing them or by them just seeing what we're doing, they're going to learn a whole lot more, and a lot more is going to stick. So of course with COVID, like most people, I was stuck home with my kids a lot more than usual, a lot more than I had been. And they were all at ages where they could really take in what they were seeing. They could really take in what they were being told. And I realized just how much more they pay attention than I could ever imagine. Naomi was probably my big eye-opener during COVID for this. And it would be almost anything that she saw I was doing. And there was a lot that I was trying to build. COVID kind of gave me the motivation to really get serious with my weight loss. Also my personal growth with reading, with kind of everything that my videos are talking about. A lot of that came from COVID and the few months before COVID. So I know one thing she saw me making a to-do list every day. So at first she would go on and she would add stuff. So at 4, she's writing things on my to-do list. Much better handwriting than probably our 8-year-old. So she's adding things to my to-do list, knowing that I'm going to complete everything on the to-do list. So she'd add something like Girls' Day or playground or play outside. And she knew if it was on the list, I wanted to cross it off and I would do it. So it worked. She might have played me a little bit, but it worked. And eventually I noticed she took it a step further and she wanted help writing her own to-do list. So every day she would, and not every day, but a lot of days she would pick up, hey, I have my notebook. Can we write my to-do list? And she'd list out the things she wanted to do that day. She'd go back and she'd cross them off as she did them. Or at the end of the night, we have to do this tomorrow because we didn't finish it today. So it was shocking how much more she was taking in. And that was something as simple as me writing my to-do list to myself on a notebook. And she was seeing it even though I wasn't talking about it, discussing it with her, or any of that. She just knew how important it was to me. And she did this with a lot of things. I have videos and photos of her watching me work out in the living room and she's working out next to me, or she wants a yoga mat or a blanket to play as a yoga mat and she's doing sit-ups. She can do more push-ups than I can now, can probably ever in my life. And she prides herself on that. Another thing, Liam was streaming and doing YouTube videos before I was. And once he saw me start to post, start to take it serious, it gave him that encouragement to start to get back into his streaming, start to get back and learn for himself how to do the streaming and how to do the posting. So he wasn't dependent on my availability or Kevin's availability. He also is probably like amazing at marketing. So if he's on Fortnite, he's advertising himself. He's advertising, go follow my mom's page, go follow my YouTube channel, go watch my videos, make sure you like and subscribe. So he's doing all of that at 8, and that encouragement came from him seeing me taking it serious. So that kind of sums up teaching kids through action, because of course, less talk, more work. But I definitely encourage you to try. Figure out what you're trying to improve in your life. Figure out what areas you're trying to grow with, and understand that you can jumpstart your kids way ahead of the game. Growing up, I had very little self-value. I didn't think I was pretty. I didn't think I looked good. I just didn't feel like I was anything special. I was just some ordinary girl, and nothing about me stuck out. And I was very self-conscious with a lot of things. And luckily, I kind of turned that around, and Naomi gets to see this confident, this boss of a woman that walks around instead of someone that hides from mirrors or won't take pictures or tries to avoid seeing people or changes their outfit 15 times because they just don't look like how they look because the fat roll is showing too much or the thighs look too big in that outfit. So just sharing that alone with her and seeing her confidence just blossom through everything. Any picture you see of her, she's showing her full self. No one can tell her anything. And it's amazing to watch and know that she got to see my growth that took me 30 some years to figure out. She's seeing that at 5, and it will make a dramatic impact on her life and her self-confidence through her life. And it's a journey that I'm excited to watch. And that takes us on to the song of the week, which it just fit one of Naomi's favorite songs, Runs the World by Beyonce. She runs around the house singing Who Runs the World. She'll ask me, she'll ask her dad, she'll ask everybody who runs the world, and you better respond with girls or she will correct you. So that song was very fitting on Who Runs the World. You can, she can, we can, whoever it is, just have that strength, and let's motivate our kids to be better than we were, better than we are, and enjoy the show of watching them grow. So that is it for this week, and I will see you guys next week.